Hi, and welcome to your 10-minute flow class. Today we're going to be focusing on shoulders and hamstrings. So let's begin. I'll invite you to begin by finding a comfortable way to sit. If you always put the same foot in first, like I tend to do, I'll invite you to switch that up so that your hips can open more evenly. Now I'll invite you to begin by taking your hands to your heart and just palms lightly touching, thumbs resting onto your breastbone as you close your eyes. And as you lengthen up through the crown of your head, I'll invite you to tuck your chin. Take a couple of long and slow deep breaths here. Starting to make contact with the breath and your body and yourself. And with each breath, I'll invite you to feel yourself arrive more fully here, more fully into your breathing, more fully into your body, more fully into yourself. So despite what the rest of the day has held for you or what is coming up ahead, it doesn't matter. In this moment, come back to your breath and to your body and to yourself. This is what's important right now. And I'll invite you to take 3 intentional breaths here. Breathing for your body and your breath and yourself. I'll invite you to now set your intention for your practice. And we'll begin with an Om. So I invite you to breathe in, please. Exhale fully. Inhale. Release your hands, open your eyes, and let's begin. So we're going to start off at the top of your mat. So you're welcome to take your props off to the side. You may want to have a Kleenex box or some kind of a prop for you in this practice. I don't think you're going to need any straps though, but something that you can raise the floor to you might be a good idea. So I invite you to start by separating your feet hip-width apart. Interlace your fingers behind you, bringing the heels of your hands together and bending your elbows slightly as you draw your shoulder blades towards each other. As you inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, bow forward. I'm going to invite you to start by bending your knees quite deep, and you're going to try and keep your elbows bent as you work your upper arms away from your body. So we're starting with the shoulders. Keep your wrists together. Don't worry if your arms don't move much. You're going to just do your best and breathe here. Breathe into your shoulders. Let your head hang, your upper body soft. Good. Now, I'm going to invite you to add the legs. So you're going to charge up your legs as you press down through your feet. Shift the weight forward in your feet so that your hips are right over your heels, and engage the fronts of your thighs as you roll them in towards each other. So legs are active, and then you're going to continue to let your head hang and work your upper arms away from your back. Just a few more breaths. I know this is not the easiest way to start class, but you can do it. I know you can. One more breath, and then exhale, release your hands, and bow down. And you may have some numbness in your arms right now, and that is A-okay. Now as you inhale, I invite you to lift your gaze, look forward, and then exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. So elbows stay in close, core is active. Inhale, upward facing dog, hug your shins in, and then exhale back into downward facing dog. Check out your hands and feet every time. So one of the things that, rather than walking your feet closer to your hands or your hands closer to your feet, you probably saw that I adjusted my feet because they were too far over to the left. So you're still thinking about centering yourself on your mat, feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width. And breathing as you stretch through your arms. If you can, drop your heels down any amount. One more breath. At the bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, hop, or walk your way up. Look up with straight legs. And then exhale, bow forward. Stay here. Shift the weight forward into your feet. Straighten your legs if they're bent, and that might mean you lift up, and that's okay. But I want you to straighten them completely. Shift the weight forward, so again, hips are right above your heels, and let your head hang. So upper body is super, super heavy. One more breath. Inhale, reach up high, watch your hands join. And then exhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Step back with your right foot. Make sure that your feet aren't crossed. The back toes come forward a little bit. And then square your hips to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. And keeping your hands in the same position, elbows are bent, shift the weight forward, keeping the weight in your front foot. So you want to avoid this back hip popping up. As you gaze towards your big toe, you're going to try and glide your belly down your thigh. So again, it doesn't matter how far you get. You want to keep both legs straight, and they will want to bend. That's what they do. So try and keep both legs straight. With each inhale, lengthening the front of your body down your leg. And with each exhale, softening. And try and keep working those hands off your back any amount. Good, one more breath. Release your hands down. This is where you might want to grab a block or a prop or something to bring underneath your hands. And I invite you to lift your right leg now. So if you can touch the floor with a straight leg, great. If not, lift yourself as high as you need to straighten this left leg, okay? Now as you inhale, I invite you to lengthen, look up, and then exhale, fold over your left leg. As you inhale, lift your right one, and as you exhale, fold into your left. Standing splits. It's like the meanest pose in the world, I think. Last couple of breaths, you can do it. Good. Exhale your right foot way back behind you into a lunge and drop down onto your knee. Be mindful that your left knee is directly over your ankle. Sink your hips and broaden your collarbones, and then exhale, pull your hips back as you straighten your left leg. As you inhale, lengthen your heart towards your toes, and then as you exhale, bow towards your leg. So you might want something underneath your hands here as well. Most important thing is that this leg is straight and the quad is engaged. You're going to peel your toes back and lift your sit bones up. It is strong, I know. So just last couple of breaths here. And then inhale, rock forward, step back, chaturanga, or going into downward facing dog. Inhale, and exhale back. All right, step or hop your way up to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, come on up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, raise your hands. Interlace your fingers behind you with the other index finger forward, so it's going to feel like the wrong grip. Now step back with your left foot. Make sure your feet aren't crossed. Square your hips to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, folding over your right leg. So remember, both legs are straight. The weight moves into your front foot. And as far as your hands and your elbows, the wrists stay together, elbows are slightly bent. And you'll just keep moving down your leg. Micromillimeter at a time, breath by breath. Good, one more. And then release your hands down. Grab your prop if you need it. And lift your left leg up. As you inhale, lengthen forward. And then exhale, bow over your right leg. Now inhale, lift your left. And exhale, bow over your right. Now I invite you to keep moving with your breath. You're doing great. One more. And then exhale your back foot behind you, big lunge. Drop down onto your back knee. Make sure that your front knee is directly over your ankle and you've got a long stride between your feet. Inhale, lengthen forward, and then exhale, pull your hips back.
So again, you want to have a completely straight leg. Make sure that if you need something underneath your hands, do it. Peel your toes back if you can. You're going to try and get the ball of your foot right above your heel. And lifting your sit bones behind you. As you inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, soften. Long, steady breaths. It's these long breaths that steady the mind and steady the body. Good, one more. And then I'll invite you to inhale, come forward, step back, chaturanga, or downward dog. Inhale, and exhale back. Now I invite you to drop down onto your knees. And that is it. So we're going to take a moment to seal our class. So I invite you to bring your hands together at your heart. And just take a couple of long and slow deep breaths. Slowing the heart rate. Slowing your mind. And arriving more fully here. And I invite you to notice how you feel. What you're noticing physically in your body, the sensations. Maybe your mood if it's shifted. Your energy. And then take a moment to also acknowledge your effort today. I know how hard it is to even find 10 minutes, and I want to thank you for putting that effort into yourself today. And I know you are going to see the benefits with the rest of your day because of it. So thank you so much for joining me in your practice. Namaste.